I did it. I absolutely did it, and I'm so freaking excited about it. Hey YouTube family, my name is Severine, and on this channel I document my journey back to health. This week has been tough but exciting. After months of contemplation and a few false starts, I finally started my 75 hard. I am so proud of myself. The 75 hard challenge has 5 components. You need to choose a diet that is healthy. You need to drink 1 gallon of water. You need to do 2 workouts of 45 minutes. One needs to be outside. You need to read 10 pages of a non-fiction book in a book, and you need to take pictures of your progress. And that's the brainchild of entrepreneur Andy Frisella. So let me explain how I am doing this 75 hard challenge. First, the diet. I have chosen to follow the carnivore diet. Let me explain my journey to the carnivore diet. I trained to become a nutritional therapist at CNM, the College of Naturopathic Medicine in London. CNM has a very good reputation. What I didn't realize is CNM has a very plant-based approach. And studying there, I totally understand that all the research in the world at the moment, or most of it, I should say, is very plant-based. It works for a lot of people, and that's fine. The problem is that it never really worked with me. I've always felt to be bloated, and I didn't understand. Even on the strictest version of the plant-based diet that I was using, which was paleo diet, I was never feeling 100%. I was feeling probably 80%. And I kept researching, and I realized how important proteins and saturated fats are. And it's not something that was really emphasized during my training. Then finding out that I have Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune condition, and what to do to help with Hashimoto's, pushed me into the direction of eating more meat than plants, because plants are good, but they're not necessarily as good as we think. I knew that from the very beginning. You know, for example, we know the nightshade family is really bad for people with autoimmune conditions, and that's very common. Vegetables, tomatoes, white potatoes, aubergines, also called eggplant in the US, this kind of, staples. We also know about lectins, about oxalates. I mean, the thing is, I don't want this video to be about nutrition. After a month of literally reading, going on social media, following group, and finally made it to try the carnivore diet. And to my surprise, the bloating disappeared. Not that I was extremely bloated, but what I had disappeared. My brain became like ultra sharp. I had a lot more energy that I never had. My sleep was different. I didn't need as much sleep. And when I was waking up, I was rested. And I was like, oh my God, this is something that I've never felt, just by cutting, obviously, all the sugar, but also a lot of fruits and vegetables, beans and pulses and nuts and seeds and, all supposedly good stuff. And to be honest, what I was a bit worried about is the constipation, because again, I've been told that to regulate bowel movements, and I know how important it is. I mean, you need to poo once a day because otherwise big trouble. What I realized actually, and what I found out later in research, which is well documented, when you have constipation, you don't need to add fibers, you need to remove fibers. This is extremely important. This is extremely well researched, but not everyone knows about that. But anyway, that was my fear, more than having vitamins and mineral deficiency, because I know by trying 1 week, 2 weeks, even 1 month, I would be safe. And at the time, to be honest, I was so freaking out. I was even taking multivitamins. And no, nothing happened. And not even the constipation. That's the thing. I have not been constipated on the carnivore diet because obviously I poo less, let's be honest, but that's because I eat a lot less fibers and everything that I eat just comes out the regular way. You just need to drink water because water is essential for, getting stuff out of the system, and that doesn't change. That's the only thing that doesn't change. the water. You need to have sufficient water, or otherwise it is a big trouble. So that was a big success, but I've never really been able to do it more than a few weeks. I think a month and a half was my maximum. And that's because it's very restrictive. And I'm a mom and I need to cook and I travel, and it's really hard to stick to something when you're the only person. Hard, but not impossible. So here for the 75 hard, I've decided to go back into the carnivore diet, and the strictest carnivore diet I've ever done, in the sense that I only eat meat, poultry, fish, shellfish, eggs, and dairy, and coffee, which is not animal based. But I thought, I don't want to be too strict. I just want to have like one thing which is not carnivore that reminds me of my old week and my weakness, as in the thing that is going to be really hard for me to give up. My can of Coke Zero that I have pretty much every day, I should say, that I used to have pretty much every day at lunchtime, but also my 90% dark chocolates, because really dark chocolate is very heavy in lead and cadmium. And as we know, that's something we don't really want to have in our body. And so far, so good. It's been 4 days. I'm having 3 meals a day and 1 snack, and it works well. And I'm having the same breakfast so that I don't have to think, the same snack. And I'm trying to work out a formula for lunch and dinner so that I don't have to think too much. It's easy and quick to prepare, like 5 minutes. I do a bit of batch cooking sometimes, and I try to have some combination to make it enjoyable. And so far it's working, but it's only been 4 days. Next element is water. We need to drink 1 gallon of water, which according to my calculation is 3 liters. This is my bottle. This is a 1.5 liter water bottle. And so it's very easy. I have 1 of these before lunch and 1 of these after lunch. Weirdly enough, it's super easy to drink in the morning because I start the day with drinking a large amount of water so that I feel hydrated. And then I have my breakfast and my coffee, and then I sip throughout the morning, and then I have lunch. And after lunch is a bit of a nightmare because I feel full and I don't feel thirsty. And then, most of the time I have to drink a lot of my second bottle in the evening, which means that I need to get up during the night. But hey, it's still early days and I will find a way. By the way, I did a review of this bottle, so if you're interested, check the video here or here. Okay, next are the workouts. I need to do 2 workouts of 45 minutes each, and 1 has to be outside. On Monday, when I started, I had not planned anything apart from just starting, which was actually weird because the week before, a reason why I didn't start is because I didn't have a plan for the workouts. What I've decided is to go running when I go outside, running or walking. So I downloaded my Coach to 5K app to do 2 sessions each one, because 1 session is about 25 minutes. And because I need 45 minutes, I do 2 and a stretching at the end. As for second workout, most of the time I've been to the gym. I started going to the gym at 7 o'clock, and I've tried some other times just to figure out, what is the gym like? Is it busy? Is it not busy? And I think what I'll do going forward is to go to the gym at 7 o'clock and do a run before lunchtime. It really worked well this week and I really enjoyed myself. The only issue with the week is it was raining a lot randomly and I had a lot of meetings. So it became complicated at times. And what I had to do sometimes is just do my hour and a half of walk in the evenings, because otherwise I would have not ticked the workouts sections. But hey, I've done it. Next, the progress picture. Tough one, because it was also one of the reasons why I didn't start last week. What I ended up doing is downloading an app called Selfie a Day. It's actually a paying app that costs $24.99 here in the UK. I'm just taking profile picture and full length. That's it. And you know what? I am just realizing as I'm shooting that yesterday I forgot to take my picture. So on day 4, I have to start again. How silly is it? Yeah. Okay, never mind. It's a long journey and I'm only on number 4, so it's okay. I will have to restart because I really want to tick every single criteria. I don't want to lie. I'm doing it for myself. I could pretend, oh yeah, I've done it. So what? But no, I'm doing it for myself and I want to do it right. And last but not least, a book. I have been reading a very interesting book called Better Periods by Lenny's Brothers. And I've picked this book because I'm interviewing her next week or maybe the week after. She is a nutritional therapist, just like me, and her specialty is about periods. And I think it's something that is completely misunderstood in the sense that having really bad periods is considered normal, but it shouldn't. It's very, I can't say easy, but it's very possible to have much better periods by tweaking some stuff. And I know that because when I started having periods, that was horrible. I was like such a pain. Then I changed a few things and all of a sudden I have some PMS, yes, but completely manageable. I don't need to take any medication. I don't need to take some time off work. I'm super excited to interview her. Her book is amazing. I'll put the link down below of my other YouTube channel, which is the one where I interview professionals that help midlife women. And I've done quite a few so far. Something I should add, if I haven't done so already, there is no cheating day and there is no alcohol. It's a strict 75 hard from day 1 to day 75 so that you see your progress and you push yourself beyond what you thought you could become. Now I would like to say what decided me to actually do it. On Monday I was like, oh my God, I don't want to do another video when I say actually I didn't start. Filming and editing the video last week was really hard for me, for my ego. Can you believe that? It's easy to commit to oneself to do something and not doing it. But when you commit to do something and then you share it to the world and then you don't do it, I think it's bad. It's really bad. And I don't want to not do these videos anymore. I really enjoy them. I really want to inspire you to take care of your health just the way I am. And it doesn't matter what happened before, there's always a way now, and there is always a first day and a first time. And I believe that you can do it too. Because if I can, you can. I'm struggling with the same issues as you. The only thing is I probably know myself better. I know a bit more about nutrition and lifestyle better. Well, I hope so, because I've been studying and working in the field for, 8 years now. But yeah, please consider doing something. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you have done 75 hard, or if you know someone who's done 75 hard, or if you have any tip or any question or anything, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this episode, perhaps you would enjoy this one. Thank you so much for watching. Do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and see you next time. Bye!